A father killed himself outside his ex-partner's home after he spotted her with her new boyfriend on a night out, an inquest heard. Patrick Farr hanged himself after banging on the windows of his former girlfriend, Emma Cuthbertson's home. He had gone to her home, despite being subject to a restraining order, after bumping into her on a night out. Miss Cuthbertson claims that when she called Humberside police for help she was told they were too busy to attend the property in Hull after Mr. Farr was there. 3.5 hours later Mr. Farr's body was found hanging by a neighbor. The case has since been investigated internally by Humberside police, who offered have their condolences to Mr. Farr's loved ones. At an inquest into his death, Hull Coroner's Court was told how despite issues with substance abuse and a volatile relationship with his ex, Mr. Farr was a doting dad to the couple's twin girls, now aged 5. Speaking afterwards, Miss Cuthbertson's mother Fiona Mace said, "He was a wonderful dad. He thought the world of his girls. He could be very caring when he was normal. It was just the drugs and the alcohol that changed him." In her evidence readout to the court, Mr. Farr's mother said, "Patrick was a brilliant dad. The girls idolized him and he was good at spending time with them and being daft with them." Mr. Farr grew up in Fridaythorpe near Driffield and became a pipe fitter and a welder at 16, often working with his dad, reports the Hull Daily Mail. In 2009 he started a relationship with Miss Cuthbertson, though it eventually disintegrated because of domestic violence and she was put up in a safe house in Hull with their children. Although frequently in breach of his restraining order, Ms. Cuthbertson did occasionally consent to meet him, at one point going for a coffee with him after she found him alone on a bench in Levy Road. Around 6 weeks before his death, he had started a new job with a recruitment firm and was in touch with agencies trying to help him kick his drug habits as part of a court rehabilitation order. His mother told the court, "Patrick appeared to have a new lease of life and he said he was happy to be earning again. I never believed that Patrick would have killed himself. I thought he was looking to the future with his job and I can't understand why he would do it." A few days after his death I received a Facebook message from a friend of his, who said he'd been with Patrick for most of the day before and he said he'd never seen it coming either. Some connected to the case were critical of Humberside Police's failure to attend the address on the morning Mr. Farr died. Testimony attributed to Miss Cuthbertson's new partner said, "Emma was in such a state when she rang the police, I don't know why they didn't come out. Perhaps none of this would have happened if the police had come out and taken him away." Speaking afterwards, Miss Cuthbertson said she and her mother were considering making a formal complaint about the force. "They said they were too busy, but I was at high risk, Miss Cuthbertson. I'm considering making a complaint but I'm going to take some advice first." Ms. Mace said, "She's not happy, she's very upset. If they'd come out, he wouldn't have died. I know they're very busy, but they should have come straight out." Assistant Chief Constable Scott Young said, "This case has been considered by the IPCC and has also been investigated thoroughly internally. We extend our condolences to those affected by the tragic circumstances of this incident and our thoughts are with them at this difficult time."